Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Are coming up shortly, but this is our Thanksgiving service, Gobble Gobble Day service. Bear with me one moment. Alrighty. So now, I have, in your bulletin you have it as well, and I didn't even mention this to Gloria, but she put it in there. This is how I was going to start the sermon today, and fortunately she printed it. So this is George Washington's Thanksgiving Proclamation. Now, Lincoln actually made it a holiday, but it was being observed in the time of Washington. So if you want to, you can open that up. I'm going to read it. I think it's just amazing. What's amazing also is that when they're offering Thanksgiving, the object of who they are giving Thanksgiving to is God. They understand what it truly means to be thankful for what God has done. It says, whereas it is the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey His will, to be grateful for His benefits, and humbly to implore His protection and favor, and whereas both houses of Congress have, by their joint committee, requested me to recommend to the people of the United States a day of public thanksgiving and prayer, to be observed by acknowledging with grateful hearts the many and signal favors of Almighty God, especially by affording them an opportunity peaceably to establish a form of government for their safety and happiness. Now therefore I do recommend and assign Thursday, the 26th day of November next, to be devoted by the people of these states to the service of that great and glorious being who is the beneficent author of all that was good, that was, that is, or that will be, that may be, that we may then all unite in rendering unto Him our sincere and humble thanks for His kind care and protection of the people of this country previous to their becoming a nation, for the signal and manifold mercies and the favorable interpositions of His providence in this course and conclusion of the late war, for the great degree of tranquility, union, and plenty which we have since enjoyed, for the peaceable and rational manner rational manner in which we have been enabled to establish constitutions of government for our safety and happiness, and particularly the national one now lately instituted for the civil and religious liberty which we are blessed, and the means we have of acquiring and diffusing useful knowledge, and in general for all the great and various favors which He has pleased to confer upon us. And also that we may then unite in most humbly offering our prayers and supplications to the great Lord and ruler of nations, and beseech Him to pardon our national and other transgressions, to enable us all, whether in public or private stations, to perform our several and relative duties properly and punctually, to render our national government a blessing to all the people, by constantly being a government of wise, just, and constitutional laws, discreetly and faithfully executed and obeyed, to protect and guide all sovereign and nations, especially such as shown kindness to us, and to bless them with good government, peace, and concord, to promote the knowledge and practice of true religion and virtue, and to increase of science among them and us, and generally to grant unto all mankind such a degree of temporal prosperity as He, God, alone knows to be best. Wow. There's some parts in there talking about national events at the time, but overall it is the thanksgiving to God for the providence in His hand over the United States and how the government should act under God so that they act rightly and justly for the people. I don't know of presidents who would write it that way today. But it would be amazing if our presidents on this day, on Thanksgiving, would come out and say, we are a nation under God, because of God, by His providence. And if we rightly serve Him, rightly do His will, we will be blessed. And not only blessed, but a blessing to other people and other nations. That is what Thanksgiving is about, especially on the level of a nation. What an awesome proclamation by George Washington.